2024 Jaguar F-Pace. The 2024 Jaguar F-Pace starts at $58,275. At the other end of the price spectrum, the range-topping F-Pace SVR starts at $93,175. MSRP. KBB fair purchase price, national average. P250R Dynamic S. $58,275. TBD. P400R Dynamic S. $67,775. TBD. SVR. $93,175. TBD. F-Pace consumer sentiment. Owners give this generation Jaguar F-Pace, 2017 current, a 4.6 out of 5 rating, which is higher than most, and 86% recommend it. These figures are based on 50 consumer reviews, like these. What owners are saying about the 2024 Jaguar F-Pace. Living the dream. I still wake up and just drive around to drive around. I can't tell you the looks and compliments this car gets. This is a world-class automobile with style, class and history. It performs like a sports car, and handles like a dream. Everyone has a car. Not everyone has a Jaguar. 5-year 60-mile warranty and maintenance. Hard to beat. An SUV that drives like a sports car. I still can't believe this is an SUV with 8+ inches of ground clearance. The handling is incredible, better than many higher-end European sports sedans, rivaling my last Corvette. You have to drive an R Sport or S to really appreciate just how well this thing handles, and the ride is incredibly compliant as well. The interior has some hard plastics in less noticeable areas, hence my 4-star quality score above. The overall feel and impression of the cabin is of stylish high quality. The Meridian sound system is fantastic, with crisp and tight sound, but it won't knock you off your derriere with how loud it can go. The seats, while firm, adjust every which way and have heat and venting, which works better than on any of my other cars. The HVAC system is effective year-round, and it is easy to adjust the settings for the infotainment system as well. We opted for the R Sport, which means the 4-cylinder engine, and while it's not a rocket ship, it's plenty fast at all speeds, and has a ton of torque off the line, almost diesel-like. We get about 23 all around in the car, and that's mostly commuting and getting on it on the back roads on the weekends. Western Mass, Berkshire County roads are great driving roads. The adaptive cruise and lane keep are effective but not intrusive. We get about 27-30 mpg on the highway. We tested the X340, the bigger engine model, which was beyond disappointing. The RDX, Levant, XT4, it actually impressed me a lot, but I came in with low expectations. But the interior was probably the best in terms of ergonomics and ease of use, and Stelvio, which was about equal to the F-Pace in terms of sublime handling and ride, but the interior ergonomics were really wonky, and no ventilated seats were available, and it was slightly smaller. And lastly the Cayenne, which was also nice, but something about it didn't seem to click for us. We came from a GLS 450, and decided the new ML series, we wanted 2 rows only, which was the other finalist for us, didn't have the same driving experience, although it was pretty good. In about 5 months we have not had an issue. Can't say that for the Ascent Touring we also purchased new last year, with anything on the car. It's not an inexpensive car, but if you want a sublime driving experience, beautiful styling, a relatively large interior for the segment, and a significant amount of standard safety and tech, the F-Pace is a great choice. Yes, it comes at a modest premium over some of the competition, but for us it was well worth it. Another nice secondary positive is that you won't see one on every corner. If all you care for is an appliance to mindlessly take you from point A to B, buy something else. Anyone who is considering an X3, Macan/Cayenne, or other performance SUV, would do well to test drive an F-Pace. A true sport SUV. We were a little nervous purchasing a Jaguar. The jokes I received regarding reliability was endless and amusing. In 7 months we've had 0 issues with the car. We have an R Sport, with pretty much every option. I'll start with the drawbacks. There are a few cheaper plastic-feeling trim pieces in the lower dash, and rear visibility is not as good as it could be. There aren't as many places in the center console to store things because of the rotary shifter, and the start-stop system doesn't engage at every stop. That's it. The seats are incredibly comfortable, and the heating and ventilation feature works great. There are so many adjustments, everybody can find a good seating position. Heated steering wheel gets very warm quickly, which is great on a cold morning. We have the heated windshield, so scraping ice is never really an issue in bad weather. The second row is more spacious than anything we tested, which was important because our son is 6 feet 2 inches, and the rear seats recline a little bit so he has plenty of room. The cargo area is enormous for the class. The Meridian audio system sounds fantastic, and has great mid-range and bass. Music sounds very true with this system. Visibility out the sides and front is excellent. The safety systems seem to work well. I hope to never find out about all of them. Adaptive cruise control works great. The factory navigation is one of the better ones I've used, but Android/CarPlay is still in the most effective system, and it is very well integrated in the F-Pace. Regarding performance, I can't believe this is an SUV. It handles better than several dedicated sports cars and sedans I have owned. I still can't believe this thing has almost 9 of ground clearance. The ride is firm, but never stiff or punishing. When you engage the manual shifting controls, the response is immediate. Throttle response is good, the brakes for smooth, in the steering is incredibly accurate with good feedback. This is a very, very wide SUV, wider than my GLS 450, but is easier to place and handles like a much smaller car. The handling is even better in the S, or SVR, but you will have to deal with a much stiffer ride. We didn't want that trade-off. This is a strikingly designed car, the exterior is gorgeous, and the two-tone interior is also very elegant. Ergonomics are very good, although I wish you didn't have to press 2 buttons to adjust the heated or ventilated seats. Not that you buy a car like this for economy, but we get 27 to 29 mpg on the highway and about 22 all around, and that's with driving it like it was meant to be driven. This was the best purchase we've ever made, better than the Corvettes or European cars we have owned. So far reliability has been great, handling is phenomenal, and it has a comfortable ride. You definitely owe it to yourself to test drive one if you like driving. You don't have to give up your enthusiasm for driving when you decide to purchase an SUV. Read more consumer reviews. Overall 2024 Jaguar F-Pace quality. User sentiment suggests the overall quality of the 2024 Jaguar F-Pace is above average for its class. Owners rated the 2024 Jaguar F-Pace quality a 4.4 out of 5. 2024 Jaguar F-Pace reliability. The 2024 Jaguar F-Pace receives an average consumer rating of 4.6 overall and a 4.6 for reliability, which means owners consider its reliability to be above average. Favorite 2024 F-Pace features. According to drivers of the 2024 F-Pace, here are some of its best features. It's a Jaguar. Handles better than some sports cars I've owned. Unbelievable handling and ride, very reliable. Good value. Driving dynamics, practicality, reliability, looks. 2024 Jaguar F-Pace MPG by trim. 2024 F-Pace SVR, City 15 mpg, Highway 21 mpg. 2024 F-Pace P400 R Dynamic S, City 0 mpg, Highway 0 mpg. 2024 F-Pace P250 R Dynamic S, City 0 mpg, Highway 0 mpg. 2024 F-Pace Safety. 2024 Jaguar F-Pace Safety features. Child door locks. Child seat anchors. Driver airbag. Passenger airbag. Stability control. Traction control. Blind spot alert. Front head curtain airbag. Front side airbag. Lane departure warning system. Rear head curtain airbag. Rear view camera. The editorial team at Kelley Blue Book spends a lot more time behind the wheel than it does behind a computer. Our expert ratings come from hours of both driving and number crunching to make sure that you choose the best car for you. We comprehensively experience and analyze every new SUV, car, truck, or minivan for sale in the US and compare it to its competitors. When all that dust settles, we have our ratings. We require new ratings every time an all-new vehicle or a new generation of an existing vehicle comes out. Additionally, we reassess those ratings when a new generation vehicle receives a mid-cycle refresh, basically sprucing up a car in the middle of its product cycle, typically around the 2 to 3 years mark, with a minor facelift, often with updates to features and technology. How we do it? Rather than pulling random numbers out of the air or off some meaningless checklist, KBB's editors rank a vehicle to where it belongs in its class. Before any car earns its KBB rating, it must prove itself to be better, or worse, than the other cars it's competing against as it tries to get you to spend your money buying or leasing. Our editors drive and live with a given vehicle. We ask all the right questions about the interior, the exterior, the engine and powertrain, the ride and handling, the features, the comfort, and of course, about the price. Does it serve the purpose for which it was built? Whether that purpose is commuting efficiently to and from work in the city, keeping your family safe, making you feel like you've made it to the top or that you're on your way, or making you feel like you've finally found just the right partner for your lifestyle. We take each vehicle we test through the mundane parking, lane changing, backing up, cargo space and loading, as well as the essential acceleration, braking, handling, interior quiet and comfort, build quality, materials quality, reliability. And finally, money. Naturally, every vehicle we rank and rate passes through the most important filter of all, value. In life, the cheapest choice is seldom the smartest one, and that's as true for car buying as it is for finding a doctor or a place to live. In each of these cases, however, the best that we can afford is usually the smartest path. And that path changes according to each person's individual needs. Fortunately, car shoppers at every price level have more good choices than ever. That's why value plays such an influential role in our ratings. True value is so much more than price alone. The editorial staff pores over short-term expenses like fuel economy and day-to-day dependability, and longer-term considerations, including resale value and 5-year cost-to-own standings calculated by KBB.com's in-house numbers crunchers.